Now, we can't take our dolphins to the vet clinic every day because that would be a pretty difficult task. However, every morning when we come in here to Gulfarium, we can do something called a physical exam, where we can take a really good look over all of our dolphins' bodies and different kinds of layouts that we train them to do. So we can take a good look over their body and make sure they didn't get any new marks throughout the night. Now, occasionally when we're doing this physical exam, we'll find something called rake marks, which just occur when dolphins use their mouth and teeth to play and communicate with each other. Because, well, of course, they don't have hands and feet to go ahead and communicate like we do. So, Eric, you are our honorary veterinarian and our expert today. So I'm going to kind of take a good look at Delilah here. Do you think that she looks pretty good today? I think she looks pretty excellent as well. Now, Eric's going to go ahead and give Delilah a really good rub down. And I know there's plenty of you guys out there in the audience who are all wondering what Delilah feels like. So, Eric, if you had any description of what her skin feels like, what would you say? So, silky and smooth, that's a perfect description. Dolphins can feel kind of silky and smooth, and that's because they actually exfoliate the outer layer of their skin about every 2 hours to remain very sleek and streamlined. Now, of course, when we're doing this physical exam, we can also go ahead and take a look at their mouth and teeth. So, Eric, I want you to take a good look inside Delilah's mouth. Start counting all of her teeth. It's okay. We'll sit here and wait. I'm just kidding, Eric. You don't have to count all of her teeth. That would take a long time. But would you have any guesses as to how many she might have in there? So maybe 80. That's actually a perfect guess. Dolphins have anywhere between 80 and 100 of those cone-shaped teeth right there in their mouth. Now, would you believe with all those teeth, she doesn't even chew her food. She simply uses them to catch her prey and swallows it whole. Alright, Eric, now for the last portion of our physical exam, we're going to take a good look at those tail fins or tail roots that we talked about earlier. Now, as we're doing this behavior, it won't look very impressive, but it's actually one of the most important behaviors that we train here at Gulfarium. Because, well, this is where we take a voluntary blood sample. So we do this behavior each and every day to keep it really positive for our dolphins. And what we're looking for is for Delilah to remain very relaxed and calm. I think she's doing a pretty fantastic job. So, Eric, what do you think we could give Delilah to tell her she's doing such a great job today? Fish, exactly. It's her favorite. So, our trainer Emily is going to hand you a fish. And when she does, I want you to go ahead and hold it up for our audience today. And you are our expert. So I want you to tell everyone out there what kind of fish that is. Just kidding. Well, I'm going to help you out. It's actually really just a dead fish. Alright, so when Delilah comes back around, you can go ahead and toss it in her mouth. Perfect. And there's one last thing I want you to do before you leave us today, Eric, and that is smell your hands. Maybe a little bit fishy. Alright, well, we won't send you back to your friends and family smelling all fishy today, so I'm going to teach you the trainer trick to get rid of that smell. Are you ready? Rub your hands together really fast. Go ahead, wave them up in the air. And then just go ahead and wipe on your shirt. He didn't fall for it. He's too smart for me. Well, that's okay. With a big body of salt water right here in front of us, we can go ahead and rinse our hands off into the water. And it looks like Delilah is going to help you get that smell off. Well, Eric's done an excellent job. Let's give him a big round of applause. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's obvious that our primary focus is both the health and well-being of dolphins. However, not only for our resident animals, but also for their ocean counterparts. Atlantic bottlenose dolphins are an endangered species. However, they do suffer from several negative interactions with humans. Entanglement in recreational and commercial